Matching hundreds. It's the coach. This is Madden Football on EA Sports. Coming up, we'll see teams with a couple of running backs who each went over 100 yards a weekend ago, as it'll be the New England Patriots taking on the Washington Redskins. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Well, we've had spotty showers since about 7 a.m. here in D.C., and the radar indicates it's going to continue, but nothing to stop football from happening at FedEx Field. A few minutes ago, it sounded like the 4th of July on the National Mall as the hometown Redskins were introduced to this sold-out crowd. They are set to go as their guys will match up with Tom Brady and the New England Patriots. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we look at this Redskin team as they interplay here. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Patriots, it's been all systems go in this first month. They're off to a 4-0 start.
And it's got folks believing that this is a team that's built to go all the way. You can't win the Super Bowl in September, but they're telling everyone that they're going to be there in the end.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Redskins taking the field, led once again by a number 7. Of course, Joe Theismann's old number hadn't been used in 33 years, but Joe gave the okay to wear it to this man, their first-round pick, Dwayne Haskins. Throwing now, Haskins on first down. And Davis with it left side. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. And a quick look at Washington's offense.
And we have to start with Adrian Peterson. The 7-time Pro Bowl running back is back for his second season with Washington. And he was surprisingly good in 2018. At one point, had the team leading the NFC East. And right now he sits at number 8 all-time in rushing. And in his sights, number 7, Jerome Bettis. Number 6, LaDainian Tomlinson. And with a big year, maybe even number 5, Curtis Martin.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
The Patriots come out led by the 4-time Super Bowl MVP and owner of a record 6 Super Bowl rings, arguably the greatest to ever play the game, Tom Brady. And we keep asking the same questions every year. How much longer can he keep doing this? Is this the year the dynasty crumbles? And every year Brady comes out and leads his team to the Super Bowl. They've been there now 3 years in a row, and only one team has made it 4. That's the Buffalo Bills. But remember, they lost all 4 in the early 90s. The numbers a week ago for Michelle. 16 carries, 106 yards. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Well, he's the number 2 runner in the league, and you just know the offensive line wants to get him to number 1 because most of the good ball carriers, they take care of their linemen. Could be a gold watch in their future if he becomes the leading rusher.
Now White, and he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got...
And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. Past the 20. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Redskins touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Now Brady to try again after the pick 6. Flushed out right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Brady. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Shotgun now for Brady. And that's incomplete. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
So possession goes over here on the punt, and it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They run with Adrian Peterson, the second active leading rusher in the NFL. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A quick first down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Off the play fake. Here's Haskins. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Haskins. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. And he's got this way down inside of New England's 10-yard line. A huge play there for Washington. 45 yards. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. That false start knocks him back behind the 10 now as they'll try again, 1st and goal. Following the penalty, it's Peterson. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Second down and goal. Haskins. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Paul Richardson. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you get the defensive touchdown early, give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, we've had that conversation with prior to the game. They always say, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points Patriots get that 0 off the board. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. From the gun on third down, Brady. And he'll have his man. That's Edelman. Brady to his old reliable Edelman, and the Patriots have a first down. Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Brady's throw there complete. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. From midfield, here's Brady. Got his man, that's Harry. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Brady's got his guys first and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. They'll turn to Michel as they go back to the ground. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now Brady. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. To throw is Brady. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So a favorable bounce that time, to say the least, and he's able to convert the field goal there from long distance.
Yeah, the guys behind the end zone didn't need to hike the net up for this one. That thing was a dying quail, but he finds a way to boink it off the crossbar and make it drop through.
A reminder about Sunday Night Football later tonight. It's a rematch from the divisional round last year. Colts and Chiefs from Arrowhead. Then tomorrow on Monday night, the Browns and 49ers from Levi's Stadium, where the Browns already playing their 3rd primetime game in the season's first 5 weeks. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. And those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. 13 yards on the pickup, and it's a 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down, Peterson. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Now Haskins. And that is incomplete. That close on 3rd down, I think everybody probably expecting a run. Instead, they go to the air on 3rd and short yardage.
I realize this is a passing league, and they're liable to throw the ball on any down and distance. But that short, I do question the call. Run the football and pick it up.
And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line. They decide against going for it on 4th and 1, maybe to the dismay of their offense, but hey, a nice consolation prize down inside the 5.
Nice consolation prize indeed. So maybe the offense is upset, but they show confidence in their defense by punting it away.
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. To throw on 2nd and 6. Brady, slant route, caught by Edelman. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. A gain of 13, it's a first down. They'll run on first down. Michel. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Well, there's no shortage of great young runners in the NFL, but don't forget about that guy, Sony Michel. First-round pick in 2018. Almost hit 1,000 yards as a rookie, 931 to be exact, to go along with 6 scores for the former Georgia Bulldog. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Brady gives to Michel. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally brought down at the 43. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
The New England Patriots remain consistent on offense with a stable of running backs. They added Sony Michel, the 31st pick of the draft in 2018, to that stable at the University of Georgia, mainly for his ability to run inside the tackles and add a little thump to their game.
A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
No, 66. 56.
On play action, it's Brady. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Ben Watson was the intended target, and it's 3rd and short. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Here's Brady. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. Reuben Foster with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
And that's complete. It's Watson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. On first down, Michel. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play. The Patriots into the red zone for the first time. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Well, the drive starts with a completion, left side. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Now it's Haskins. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The veteran Jason McCourty there to make sure that one didn't find its target.
This defense could use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. 3rd down, here's Haskins. And this is going to be incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Patriots take over. Elsewhere, a score update from New Orleans. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. Brady now to throw. Over the middle, Julian Edelman. It's complete. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. To throw, it's Brady. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Strong safety Landon Collins, the one who got a hand in there, knocked it away. The offense on third down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. Now, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's fourth down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Brady. He's going to air it out for Dorsett, and that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Brady. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead them up 3rd and long. Brady, he's going to air it out for Dorsett. This is caught inside the 15. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Throwing on first down is Brady. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And now the third down throw incomplete as well. So coming up empty here to start the third quarter. Already 2 scores down. Got to be careful.
Yeah, I did notice, though, that the captain of the defense patted the quarterback on the helmet on his way out, pretty much letting him know, we know the pressure's on us. We're going to go out there and try and hold serve for you while you figure it out over here on the sidelines.
It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. So now we look at the Redskins offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Haskins now off the bootleg. But he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll run it. Here's Peterson. And he's going to be stopped short of a first down as they'll get to him at about the 33. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Brady will try again on 2nd down. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it. Here's Michel. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16. Keeping it on the ground on 1st, Michel. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
Brady's throw into the hands of Harry. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 41-yard line. Brady, perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Throw left side, complete to Harry. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Play action. Now it's Brady. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. Brady now going to leave it with Michel on the draw. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? Rob has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down. Into the red zone, it's Brady. This is White on the screen. And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. James White, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
And a man out of the backfield gets in for the score. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it ends with a New England touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you'd think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Haskins. Throw left side is complete to Reed. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
That's going to be caught by Richardson. And this effort will...
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
Brady and the Patriots now 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. On the ground is Michel. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. Back now at FedEx Field. It's Patriot football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter. Back now at FedEx Field. From the 27, Brady. And he'll get that to Michel, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, but guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. Looking back to the air on 2nd down. It's Brady. To Gordon, out left. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play there for New England. 52 yards. Tom Brady needing a 4th quarter comeback here. He's actually only done it 8 times in the last 5 years, but if you break that down further, the Pats in those years rarely losing in the 4th quarter like they are now. And they will run it with Michel. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Sony Michel with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Patriots have taken the lead. A 1-yard run on 1st down, another yard that gets him into the end zone on 2nd down. Maybe not much for the yards per carry average, but hey, 6 points.
Yeah, bottom line is it doesn't matter there. You've got to find a way to wedge it into the end zone. Yards per carry, that's out the window. How do you score? And on the 2nd down, they had something going. They got a yard before. They thought they could do it again, and they got it done.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Boy, what a turnaround. They exited the lockers with a nice lead, and now all of this. What's happened?
So when you start to write your novel, you'll start out with, it was a tale of 2 halves, won't you?
Okay, but I'm a bad writer.
I don't know exactly what happened because sometimes teams can go in with a lead.
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Sony Michel. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Pats take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Hey, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. With his guys trailing here in the fourth, he can ill afford a repeat of the interception that ended the last drive.
Yeah, you 2 scores down. You take it upon yourself now to play perfect or near-perfect football if you want to get your team back into the game. But it's also tough to do when you're trying to avoid errors, yet still play perfect football.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Looking to throw, Haskins. Out to the left here to Reed. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Haskins able to connect there with Richardson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Haskins now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Now Haskins on 1st down. And his throw here's incomplete. Adrian Peterson was the intended target. And now it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Here's Haskins again. Over the middle, complete. It's Richardson. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. 3rd down, it's Adrian Peterson. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. From the red zone now, Haskins on 1st down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
This will be caught at about the 5. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. J.C. Jackson there defensively to knock it away. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
Hopkins' kick is good. But wait up now. A flag is down. If this is on the defense, they're going to get the first.
That penalty is declined.
24, Redskins 17.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. So here are the Patriots to take over. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. This drive starts out on the ground with Michel, and he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
That's it, baby.
Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And it's Michel once again. And an alley to run. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run with Michel. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11. Now Michel. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Go, go, go.
On the ground, this is Michel. And to the 46 he goes and no further. So he is well short of the 1st down marker. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
As much as I praise teams for being true to who they are, in this situation, I wonder if maybe they outguessed themselves a little bit. 3rd down, seemed like an obvious passing situation. They chose to run it and didn't get anywhere close to the 1st down.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well.
You hate to give the ball away here in the 4th quarter while you're just holding a slim lead. But that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
Now a big spot for the rookie Haskins. Now Peterson. He'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. Now it's Haskins.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
Jordan Reed was the intended target, and it's 3rd down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
They'll look to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety. What a gut punch. That should be the nail in the coffin with those 2 points making this a 2-score game now with time, Charles, clearly not on their side.
Yeah, they have to give the football away as well. Had a chance. Yeah, it was a small chance to get down the field, but guess what? This one's now just about over.
The Pats at the line ready to go, and they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. And a sight that's becoming familiar in this season. They remain undefeated, another win under their belt.
And they did it the way that they really want to. Taking a knee at the end of the game. That means you have the ball, you're in control, you dictate the final part of this ball game, and they did exactly that.
And the clock rolls down to 0. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And it took a big 4th quarter to do it, but they were able to get the job done, and that's the bottom line.
No doubt about it. And let's face it, they had to be more than nervous in the 4th quarter. But a lot of that was their own doing. I think you observed during the game, their energy level just didn't seem to be there. But in the fourth quarter, somehow they dug deep and found that extra bit, right, that reserve tank. They hauled it out. Offense scored some points, defense held them, and lo and behold, they walk away with a win. Maybe expend a little more energy than they expected to, but they'll take it.
So for the Pats, their strong September has carried over to October as they move to 5-0, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Redskins, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head down to Miami to take on the Dolphins.